What?
I already went live, but it's okay. You can ask me anything. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just curious on your birthday number. Your birthday.
Oh, January 11th, 1980. I'm an 80s baby.
January.
I'm gonna blaze too, guys. We got the Ganja Shaman with us tonight, so it's only fitting that. And I got to do a podcast with my friend Michelle after this. But I'm still gonna smoke with you for this episode. Hopefully, I don't get weed dumb. Sometimes weed makes me a little bit dumber, but like I'm gonna blaze up for this show. Cheers. Let me do a proper introduction. So, guys, tonight we have a new guest. This is his first time on the show, and I'm really excited to have him on the show. It's a really honor to have him on the show. He came referred by my good friend Woo Riders, Woo Riders, and tonight we have Alexander the Ganja Shaman. He's a spiritual guide, numerologist, and he's a frequency raiser known for his meditations, manifestation work, and deep knowledge of soul path numerology. On his platform, he hosts live meditations during new and full moons, teaches people how to shift timelines, and streams about UFOs, synchronicities, and consciousness expansion. During tonight's episode, Alexander will be doing live readings, helping viewers decode their soul numbers and understand their path they chose before incarnation. His mission is to elevate planetary awareness, support personal awakening, and help humanity access higher timelines of light, intuition, and truth. And with all that said, I'd like to give him a big warm welcome to the show for the first time. Alexander, thanks so much for coming on, man. How are you?
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm grateful to be here. Yes, it seems it was all divine, So blessings.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, I know you're from Aruba, but like, tell us a little bit about your story and like where you come from and how you became spiritually awake and all that stuff.
I was born and raised in Aruba, religious family. And from later, I was in church, going to church, and then I started with the altar boy. And last I did that for 10 years, right before I went to Holland. I was ranked acolyte captain. And it was very good. Had good experience in the church. It wasn't nothing bad. It was very good. And during that time, I was also into research and seeking truth. And I would love watching documentary. And I saw Fair 9/11. That was the first one that I saw. Okay, there's something here with the 9/11. It's not completely true. And then also with Who Killed the Electrical Car. That was a good documentary that showed that they hide good vehicles, basically the car companies, oil companies, and the government. So from little I was in searching, researching, and looking for truth for things unknown. Also with the UFO abduction, that was before all of that. I was watching that at Unsolved Mysteries. They were doing reenacting of it. And I saw that when I was 9, and I was like, damn, okay, so this is true then. At 19, 20 years old, when I finished my school here. And 2009, I went to Holland and to continue my study there in science and sustainable energy. And there I had the time to really like connect the dots, because there was a lot of things coming out of the Vatican with the altar boys there. And I was like, why they are not covering up, And so that led me to look deep into the Vatican, and I uncovered a lot of things. And then I came across David Icke, Alex Collier, Carrie Cassidy of Project Camelot, and William Tompkins, Jordan Maxwell, all of those people I came across in 2009-10. That Greg Brennan also with his presentation of Divine Matrix, and you had David Icke with The Lion Sleep No More, which was very good presentation. It resonated with me, and from there I continue researching. And afterwards, a few years after that, I started seeing angels numbers starting popping up. and I saw I wasn't the only one seeing angels number. And after that, it led me to numerology, and I was doing. I started checking the numbers, see if it match, and I found out there's a pattern in it. So there's truth in it in numerology, and from there slowly I started going into it and just doing people around me reading, see if it match. And after that also, I think in 2018 I got a reading from a person that does Vedic astrology, and she was just saying things about me. I never talked with this person, and there I saw, okay, there's truth in Vedic astrology too. How numerologists read numbers, they read planets and the position of the planets, and give a certain energy at that moment. So, and yeah, from there I continue going and researching and sharing information, focusing on because there's a lot of people into negativity. And like for example, in the 2020 jab, before that 2018, I was already enlightened on the jab, the side effects of it. And when 2020 happened, um, I was pulled in a group called the Pro Human Rights of Aruba, and a lot of them didn't want to go on the television or because they had a job. And I wasn't linked to any company, so I had no problem. And I went there and I spoke. I went on the television, newspaper, and radio show and spoke against the government and talked about our immune system, what they should have done, and not what they're doing, because all of it is making our immune system weak. And after that, they didn't push the lockdown anymore. And yeah, since then I was always a truth seeker. I'm not afraid to speak my mind, and yeah, and keeping the vibration high, because I know compared to, for example, 2012, and now I see this a great awakening happening. There's more people now asking questions, looking into what you call conspiracy theory, and working on themselves, going more in the health path. So I do see a great change happening. So that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Um, why the ganja shaman? Have you always been a ganja Have you always been a THC enthusiast?
Yes. Well, not always. I started when I was, I think, 18, 19, because, here, what you get in school is, yeah, it's bad and all of that. And after that, almost all my friends were smoking, but I wasn't smoking. And after that, I went to look into it and saw, okay, it's just a plant. It has healing properties, not what they say it is. And yeah, and it's very relaxing. It calms me down because I'm a person that thinks a lot. So and yeah, that I started when I was 19, actually. Yeah, around that time. And with the shaman is because I visited two shaman, a woman shaman and a man shaman, and both of them told me that it's my path to go onto the shaman route. So, but I haven't done any courses. I was just following the guidance of source through the numbers, through my own path. I put it that way.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite kind of THC? Like, what do you have a favorite strain?
Well, in the I love sativa, indica, haze. I smoke all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, all of them. In the Caribbean, where I am, you get, well, in Aruba, I get ganja weed from the Netherlands. I get from Canada, the U.S., Jamaica, and South America. But it's
That's
still
amazing,
illegal.
bro.
But you
That's
have to know the thing here. Due to it being illegal, you have to know people, that has
yeah.
it. But yeah, yeah.
Is it illegal or is it like illegal there?
Yes, it is. But it's legal in my house. La, la, la. Yeah.
I love that.
But but that's
Um,
the thing, Aruba fall under the Netherlands since the 1600, and in the Netherlands it is legal there. They have coffee shop, They have even a shop called Smart Shop, which they sell mushroom. You can buy it legal there.
Wow,
But
I'd love to go to the Netherlands, Amsterdam, and I've heard about that. I've heard about all kinds of stuff in Amsterdam. But so okay, what about numerology? How did you get involved in numerology? Like, when did that start coming to you? Like,
well, I think it started coming around 2015 with the angel number because I was living in the Netherlands and in 2009, and you can say I had my when I started connecting the dots, I had my awakening there, and I had to rephrase what I'm going to because my plan was to finish my bachelor in science and go for the university, but I found out that they already have um, sustainable engine out there, anti-gravity, all of it, but they're just holding it back, and that took me back. That I came back to Aruba in 2013 and starting to think, okay, what's the next step? What I'm gonna do? And after that, I started seeing a lot of angels number, and from that, I pulled me into numerology, and yeah, and after that, I started going deeper in it. And numerology is pretty deep, but the main number of in your numerology is your life path. That's the main number. And you have now, for example, you have the Western numerology, and you have um, Egyptian numerology, and also Vedic astrology. So it goes back a few thousands of years, and in all of it, they give is because all the numbers have a certain vibration to it, and all of it they explain it in their own way, but it's the same thing, you know.
yeah, that's interesting. And then you do manifestation meditations on new moons and full moons. Like, what is it about these that are like energetically powerful? Do you feel like it's better to manifest during a full moon? Would you say?
Yes, due to the moon energy, and it affects us also because we are made a great percentage out of water, and the moon affect water, it affect the ocean, you know. And
Yeah,
we have also around a full moon that people that are not really balanced, that you can check with the cops or the hospital that they get in the ER. Then you they on the full moon, the ER is more busy than normal, or the police get more calls than they normal if it wasn't full moon. So you see, the full moon do affect people emotion. It trigger people to do or act out of fear, for example, especially this month, because this month also we're in a 11 universal month, and people intuition and emotion is going to be heightened this month. Thing is going to get illuminated in your life. The 11 and the 2 number are very feminine, highly emotional, sensitive energy.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me ask you this. Yeah, have you found it easier to manifest things? Like, do you have a system for like manifesting? Like, you tried to?
Yeah, yeah. I've been checking that out. That I think I started in 2016 to really taking it seriously and look into it. I done different method with manifesting, and yeah, easy. It basically it come down to visualization and the feeling what you want, feeling that you already have it, being grateful, and then letting it go. Visualization, writing it down, all depending. If you want small stuff, you can start with small, but if you want to go big, visualization is key, and writing down, knowing exactly what you want, and being that frequency. And for example, if it's abundance or money, you have to first get the how we say, if the how you see, for example, a lot of people see, money is the root of all evil, or you see it, oh, money is just a tool, it's just an energy, it's just how people use it that make it bad or evil. It's just a tool. So if you look at it as an energy, just feel that energy, feel it, and know what you want, and let go, and visualization. Be in that positive mindset, and gratitude is key, because that will open yourself up for more things to come.
That's
Gratitude
amazing.
is, yeah,
Yeah, I
gratitude
love.
is. So go ahead.
No, it's okay. There's a delay. Sometimes there's a delay. Yeah, you were saying. I think gratitude is really important, right? Like it's like a key thing.
Yes, yeah, because if you're not grateful, you're not for what you have, then you're not really open to more things coming into your life.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
sending a negative counter energy to it. So you have to be grateful. There's a lot of things to be grateful. You have a roof over your head, over your head. You have a bed. You have electricity. You have food. All those things. You have your senses. You can see. You can walk. All of those things are things to be grateful for.
Hell yeah. You know what? I feel like a lot of people take that stuff for granted sometimes. Then you see someone who's like disabled and you're like, oh my God, they probably have it bad. You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't imagine that. And maybe we've all lived lives like that in the past where we've been in those situations. And, I don't know how the reincarnation works here. It's kind of weird. Death is the biggest mystery of our whole world. They don't tell us exactly what's going to happen or what's happened in the past, and it seems like they memory wipe us when we come in here. So I'm constantly trying to figure out like this whole mystery of death and what happens when we die, and what did we live before, past lives and stuff like that. Do you ever feel the same way, or do you ever question death and stuff, or do you have a fixated theory on what happens when we die?
Well, yeah, I had that thinking too, questioning in my mind when I was little, because I was born in '87, and I was like, okay, I was born in that year. So when my parents came together, then I came to existence. So Earth is in existence for thousands of years. It's at that moment I came into existence. It didn't make sense. And afterwards, I came across the theory of reincarnation, and that made sense to me. That when you are born, you forget where you come from. And in numerology, for example, you chose your path, you chose your name, you even chose your parents for a particular lesson that you wanted to accomplish in this lifetime.
Wow. So we would kind of write our life plan before we come in here. You think maybe?
Yes, we write it down. We chose it. We chose our lesson. Everything that you go through, you chose it to overcome. You said, "Oh, I want to experience this, and I want this name. I want this path," and you chose your parents. A lot of people have it hard to believe that, but yeah, it is true. It is, because I saw a lot of people. Which have near-death experience, and they say the same thing is a confirmation through the numerology. Because when they go the other side, they get, yes, you chose this. There was one lady that went through a lot of things, and she had a near-death experience. And the other side, she was like, I don't want to go back in that body. I went through a lot. I want another body. And they were like, okay, here's another one. And she got a preview of this person life, what is gonna happen to this person, what she will go through if she entered that body. And it will be worse than what she went through. And she was like, hey, forget about it. I'm just gonna go back to my body and finish that up. So we
Yeah.
all came here for a mission, and in the time that we are now in present time, there's a great change happening. There's a great awakening happening for sure. It's not going as fast as I want, but everything is going in divine time and in order.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you got a hold. I got a hold of you. This is. I'm excited to have you on. Have you ever seen someone dramatically change their timeline after one of your meditations? Like, has anybody ever had any like amazing manifestation or anything like that, or anything? You know what I mean?
No, nobody has told me that. But it's not like you did once. You have to keep doing it for to build a momentum, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's going to come a time that you feel, okay, now I don't have to do it anymore, and you let go, you know.
yeah. And I think you already talked about this, but for people new to numerology, what's the most important number for people to know about themselves?
That is your life path number. That's the foundation. And how you get to the life path number is by adding all your birthday, the month, day, and the year, all the numbers separately. You add them separately together. And if you get to an 11, 22, 33, or 44, you leave it there. Those are the master numbers. And other than that, you reduce it to a 1 through 9.
So I'm an 11 because my birthday's 1/11/1980. Wait. No, I'm not an 11. 1980. Wait, I'm trying to think what I am. I'm, no, I, 1980. 980 is 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm a
Interesting.
21, I think.
Yes, you are. But you do have that 11 energy because that's your birthday number is the 11. So in numerology, you have 6 core main numbers, you could say. The first
Yeah.
one is the life path number. Then you have the birthday number, which is secondary to the life path number. Then you have your attitude number. You have your soul urge number, which is also called the heart desire number. You have your destiny number or name expression number, and then you have the personality number.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
But the
This question's from. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, just to mention the name expression number, the soul urge number, and the personality number that comes through your name that you got to when you were born. Not if you change it, yeah, but it's the one that you were born with. That's how you calculate it.
Yeah. This one's from Jason. He says, "How can 420 go with numerology?"
Yeah, for yeah, good question. I never heard somebody ask me that. But okay, well, if I look at it, 420, 4 plus 2 plus 0, the root number of it is 6. So 6 has to do with healing, also responsibility, nurture. So 420 representing weed, smoking it, nurture yourself, heal yourself. So
I
that's the
love that.
root number of 420 is 6 is healing.
This one's from Spider Bite. She says, "I'm a life path 33." She says, "Rob, please ask about 33."
Okay, I know about 33. 33 is, they say in the Western numerology, 33 is the last one. But in the Egyptian and the Vedic one, it's not. It's 44 in this reality now because 55, I don't think 55 and above can be born right now. 44 is the last one. So 33 is one of the rarest number for sure. Their old soul, all the master number of old soul, the 11, 22, 33, or 44, they're just here. They go through a bigger challenge than normal, than the single digit number because they are here to do something big, to inspire, heal, or build something that will help the community long lasting. And with the 33, is known as the master teacher and master healer. So I know about 33 people, they go to an emotional abuse, you can say, from little, and when in their teens too, that they have to overcome. Can also be sexual abuse. I mean, put it that way. A lot of the women go through sexual abuse, the 33, what I have encountered, and not a lot of them overcome it, but when they overcome it, they're going to be very strong and they will help a lot of people. They're here to teach and heal, basically.
Yeah.
That's their path. So they can affect a lot of people. They're here to do something big, community, for example. Inspire people. So the 33 is old soul for sure. There's not a lot of people are 33. The 33, the 30, 22, and 44. Those are the rare numbers, the life path numbers.
We had someone request a reading. We had it was Curious Call, but Curious Call. Are you in the chat so I can pull up your profile so he can kind of tap into you and see what he can see from you? Like, let me see if she's in here. She donated, but then she said she wanted a reading, but then she never put her name in the chat, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, for the life path, I just need the birthday, the month, day, and year. Just that.
Oh yeah, can you give us your month, date, and year, your birthday, and we'll give you your life path and stuff. Curiously, I know she's 81 because her this is her here. This is whatever you get from her. She wanted a reading or whatever you can, yeah. So she's 5/25/81.
Okay. 81. So she is born in the rooster year. So I know she's a fighter. Okay. 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 Okay, curiously, 81. Okay, I see you're a life path 4. It adds to 31, which equal to 4. It's the same life path as Trump, as I think Tupac also equals to 31. They're known as the builder. They're here to build. They're hard worker, focused, strategic, planning, and very organized. If they're not on their path, then they're not in harmony. They're not focused. They're out of focus, not organized. With the 3 and 1, what to become the ultimate life path 4, you have to work on your self-expression and being independent, being a leader, to become the ultimate 4. And I see this year you are in a personal year 3. So each year, the personal year change. You have different. Each year you have an energy to work on. And this year, for example, I saw at your birthday you enter the personal year 3. So this year was the 3 is very child type energy. It's very creative, social, self-expression. It has to do with self-expression. So this year, with the 3, it's about networking, meeting new people, and working on your creativity. Really you're going to be challenged in expressing yourself, your truth self. And next year, by your birthday, you're going to be entering in a 4. So I just tell you, the 4 is you're going to be maybe wanting the energy to restructure your home, or if you have plans for something that you want to build, that is going to come in your mind, that you're going to get the energy to work on. You have to ask yourself, what do you want to build, and work on it. Write down, make a plan. So that is the energy for you next year when you're going to be in the building year process. So this year, your birthday next year is all about self expression, and working on your creativity.
I love that. I love that for her. That's great. That was amazing reading. Yeah. I hope that resonates with you, Call. And thank you. And this one was just a request. This one's from Spider Bite. She's from down under. She's from Australia. And she says she's February 8th, 1967. Can we do her?
Yes. Let me see. Interesting. Okay, I had to double check to make sure. Seems you have a lot of high vibration people here, because she's a 33-6. So also like the other one, the first one, a 33-6. So she's a master teacher, master healer. You're an old soul. You're here to teach and heal, and help the people around you. I'm pretty sure you went through a lot when you were little, and also in your teen years, which could be emotional trauma, let me put it that way, but that you overcome it. You will help and guide a lot of people. You're here to assist people. When you're a master number, you're not in it here for yourself. You're here to do something big, you know. And you were born at 8th of February. So I see you have a strong attitude, also born on the 8th. So I can see you being a bit dominant. The 8th is a very dominant energy. And oh yeah, with the combination of the 8th, yeah, you need to be working for yourself. You're best in when you're your own boss, basically, or in a managing position. And I see, yes, you have a attitude number 1. Your attitude is a number 1. So you're yes, you can say it's aggressive, but you speak your mind, which is very good. I also my attitude number is a 1. So yeah, you can say the 8 people, yeah, they can be bossy. You know who's a life path 8? Let me see. The one of Shark Tank, the one is bald. Mr. Wonderful, he's a life path 8. Yeah, they're very straightforward. Let me see. And I think last year, seems like it. Yeah, last year, 2024, to 2000, till your birthday in 2025, you were in the 9 year. So I imagine that year, starting 2024, you were, the 9 energy is all about letting go of things that no longer serve you. Could be people or things. That you see that don't work anymore. Could be that you had to cut off people in your life in 2024. And now in 2025, at your birthday, you enter a 1 personal year. So you just finished your 9-year cycle, and now you're in the 1 personal year. You're starting back your 9-year cycle. So in the 1 personal year, is a new beginning, new energy. It's all about setting, okay, where do you see yourself in the next 9 years? What do you want to do? What do you always want to try? So I'm also in the 1 year, so 1 personal year. So it's all about, okay, you want to try something new or make plans where do you see yourself, you know? And so yeah, you just started your new 9-year cycle, and you being a 33-6, I would advise you is in the direction of healing and teaching, because you have a lot of knowledge inside of you and what you experience.
That's an amazing
So that,
reading. Wow. That was amazing. That was really in depth, you know?
yeah.
What do we do? How did you learn how to do this? Did you just kind of pick it up and like go along the way, or like, it's really interesting how numbers can, are like, you know, it's fascinating to me.
Yeah, no, like I was guided by the angels, the angels, because I was seeing a lot of 1111. It was in 2014, 15, I think. I saw a lot of 11 was keep popping up, or 88 or 777. And afterwards, I was like, okay, this cannot be a coincidence. And I saw that there was other people that were also seeing numbers, and from there I got into the numerology and I learned about my life path, and then I started, okay, let me check with my family members, see if it match, if there's a pattern. And I saw a pattern, so I saw this truth in it. And yeah, and how you say, and with the master number, for example, I have encountered a lot of people that are like all had the same experience, which is it cannot be a coincidence. So yeah, that got me interested in it.
Wow. We have another request. I got to make a shirt for all the '80s babies in the chat. You know, like I'm gonna make some '80s babies merch because I have so many '80 fans from the '80s. You know, it's like we're all from the '80s. It seems like. But this is
Yeah.
Danny Hawk. She's May 3rd, 1984, and yeah, she was wondering about her, you know, reading or whatever. But yeah, do you think it's weird that like a large portion of the awakening community is '80s babies?
Um, no, because I think we're right in between of how we say, the old ways, how is it, not digital
The
but
old ways and the
analog.
new ways.
Yeah, we're right in between with the computer, new things, computerized, and being analog, let me put it that way,
Yeah,
mechanical stuff.
yeah,
And there's also, like, in the in the, I think in the year I was born, you had the harmonic convergence energy, which a lot of spiritual people went around, sacred site around the world. Um, that year it was a high energy year, and it was also a 7 year, which a lot of high vibration souls came into Earth. So I would imagine in the 80s, a lot of rebel souls came here, to make new ways for the new children that's coming up.
yeah. I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah, that's cool. I never thought about that. Yeah,
Yeah, you had Dolores Cannon talk about the first wave, and then you have the second wave, and then the third wave. I think the 80s fall into the second wave, but you had the first wave that had to come in and make way for us. And I think those are the Gen X.
yeah, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, um,
Interesting. Three. Okay, the person, Danny, let me see, wait. Let me see. Oh, yeah, Danny, yeah, of Dan Hawk, May 3, 1984. You are a life path 3. The three people are they're very energetic. They have that creative energy with them. They love to self-express themselves. A lot of comedians have the 3 energy. They're either uh, 3 life path, or they're born on the third 3 day. Yeah, they're very creative people, high energy, and they also it could be also childlike energy. A lot of life path 3 people, they don't look their age, they look younger than their age due to the 3 childlike energy that they have. And due to their creativity, I think I saw a chart that the most billionaires in the world are life path 3. They're very creative, always looking for new ways, so I can see why they would be the top billionaires, which is the life path 3. And and when they're not on their path, I call them the creative bullshit talker, because they make an elephant or a mosquito out of elephant, and it's just pure bullshit. But when they're on their path, they're very good in communicating with people and expressing their ideas. And let me see. Um, okay. So Danny, this year for you, you were at your birthday, you enter an 8 personal year. So 8 has to do with empowerment, courage, your desires, and also financial state that is going to come through forefront that you have to work on. That's the 8. It requires you to work hard, to really be ambitious and go after your goals, and work on getting the abundance that you want. You have to put energy in it. What you put in, you get back. The 8, as you see, the 8 is like infinity sign. So what you put in come back to you. So by focusing on what you want and going after your goals, putting that energy out, it will come back to you very good. It's also 8 is also a karmic number. So if you put negative out, that would come back to you tenfold. So watch out, with that. Just focus on your goals, and it will come good. And next year at your birthday, you're going to be entering a 9. So it's going to be a deep, we can say, introspective year for you with the 9. The 9 is all about looking back at things that hasn't worked for you, things that you have to cut out of your life. Could be also in a 9 year, you get people come to you for advice. And also in a 9 year, it's basically you're making room for the one that is going to come, things that you cannot bring in the 1 year. So you're making room, clearing things out. And also in a 9 year, a lot of times, people from the past also appear, maybe your exes or things unresolved also pop out in a 9 year for you to resolve, over things that you have to close out, have closure. So that is for you in 2026, and in 2027 you will enter the one which you start your new cycle back again.
I'm going back to the '80s babies. Do you feel like a lot of us will experience like, or is this just with everybody in general? Like when we experience big changes in our life directions, like like what we were supposed to go one way, but then we go another, and then maybe we change to another, and make major life path changes throughout our time, throughout our life, or is that just everybody?
What do you mean? Like when we are born,
Well, no,
in this?
like when we're doing one thing in life, and it seems to be like we're set on it, but then our life shifts and we're in something completely different, and then it could shift again and shift it. Like for me, for example, like I've had so many different interests in my life. Like I was like heavily interested in like martial arts, and I thought I was going to do something with that. I thought I was going to do something with skateboarding. I always liked radio, you know what I mean? But then, so like I skateboarded and surfed for like 10 years. I was a mortgage broker for 10 years. I was like, I did like different, it was like my life took me down different paths at different times. And like, I don't know, like, so do we all experience like major shift changes and like that in our life, would you say?
Yes, yes. Every stages of your life, you like in numerology, you have cycle of 7. years, and you have also cycle of 9. And if I go deeper in it, you have the life cycle and pinnacle cycle, but those start at around 30. Around 30, a cycle end, and you go into another cycle. When around, depending your life path is between 27, 26 to 35. There, depending which life path, your cycle end and you start. A lot of people around their cycle, there they go through a life change, energy change. So you get other things to work on. But
Yeah.
everything that you've been through is to bring you where you need to be.
That's cool. We got another one here. This is we got Boopster, and she's a '60s baby. Well, she's about the foxiest looking babe in from '67, I would say. I'm teasing. I know Boopster. She's been watching my show for a long time, so she'll take that as a compliment for sure. But yeah, like is there like before we get into, is there like big differences in like the generations too? Like, do you see big differences in the '60s generation, the '70s, '80s, and '90s? Obviously, I guess like the way we were all raised and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, for sure. It's depending how you were raised. But you
yeah,
cannot go completely sold on that, because I've encountered like old people that know a lot, that also aware, and then some that don't, and younger people that are very aware, and young people that don't. So you cannot really judge the book by its cover. It's
yeah,
depending their surroundings, what they went through.
yeah. That's cool.
Okay, let me do. Okay, interesting. Five. So yeah, in America they put the month first, right? So that would be June 3rd, right?
Yeah, yeah. June 3rd. Yeah,
Okay, June 3rd. Let me see. Okay, 67. Okay. Well, you're on life path 5. Um, Also same as life path um, 3, very high energetic. They get bored very easily. They love to try new experience. They're very adventurous. They can adapt easily. They love to go hike, be outdoors, love to travel. Um, Both of my parents are 5, so I know about the 5. They're multi-talented too. One thing about them is that they need to ground is key for them, because they love to do a lot of things at the same time, and then they get a burnout. So grounding is key. And I saw, okay, that you have two energy that are very high, because you're born on the 3rd. So I can see that you're a very expressive person. The 3 is like the life of the party. And let me see. And yeah, and also with the 5 energies. So those two are very high. So I can see you're a very creative, adventurous person. And also you're born in 67. So that is the GOAT year. So, oh yeah, let me see. Oh yeah. So in 2027. Oh yeah, okay. So right now, since your birthday, you were in a 9 year. I see there's a lot of people here in a 9 year. So 9 year is basically you're looking backwards. What doesn't work anymore is a deep reflection year. A lot of people, maybe you're gonna have people asking you for advice, because like the 6 is the motherly energy, the nurture, and the 9 is like the grandmother. So in the 9 year, a lot of people come for advice, and also in the 9 year, a lot of how do you say, closure happen. Could be relationship, things that doesn't benefit you anymore, that you have to let go or cut off. Um, People from the past also return, unresolved issues pop up back in a personal year 9 that you have to resolve or let go of. Access return in a personal year 9. So thing all unresolved issues will that from the past that wasn't resolved will pop up back in a personal year 9. And it's basically you're clearing yourself of the things that's holding you back that are not working anymore, so you can enter in 2026 at your birthday. You will enter one personal year, which is all about new beginning and new ideas, trying new things out. You have to ask yourself, where do you see yourself in the 9 years? What do you always wanted to do? Try, that's with the one energy. So, and a bit further, I go a bit further because you're born in the year of the sheep or goat. 2027 is going to be a very, that's going to be your year. Let me put it that way. That's your energy year. And that year you're going to be in a 2 year, and the 2 stands for partnership, cooperation, teamwork. So key things there in a personal 2 year, a lot of it's a good year to meet people, or if you're already in a relationship, that the bond gets strengthened. But it's a more helping, assist, being diplomatic type of year. And so that it will be for you in 2027. But right now you're in a 9, which is focusing on letting go what doesn't work anymore. So you make way for the on your birthday in 2026, which you'll be entering one personal year, starting back your 9 year cycle.
Wow. Dude, this is so cool, man. This is like really like I love this. I love doing this. This is so much fun, I'm sure the audience is loving it too, because like, like we've never done this before on my show. Like we've for some reason, like I've done 2,000 shows and I've never done numerology. Like I know what numerology is, but like I've never had someone come on. Like a lot of people can do the life path, right? But like not a lot of people can provide like major insight like you're doing. It's really impressive, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, it's really cool. I'm really enjoying this. Like this is really like, we got Jason. He's a moderator for me, and he's one of the best moderators. He's another 80s baby, 82087. A lot of 87s. There's a couple 87s. You're an 87. I think the one of the girls that requested a reading was 87. He's an 87. So a lot of 87s. That's interesting.
Yeah, in the 87, that was the generation 7. That year it equals to 7. So the universal year that year was a 7, and 7 is a high spiritual number, and also reflects on rebels. So in that year, a lot of rebels, truth-seeking people, you can say knowledge-seeking people were born. Souls, rebel, truth-seeking souls were born in 87. Let me see. '87, 8. Okay. So let me see. Missing time, born in 87. It's a life path 8. Life path 8, those you can say they're called the powerhouse. Most of them are business driven, If you're a life path 8, is best for you to work for yourself. You do best in when you're in a managing position, or having your own company, running your own company. That's where you excel. But yeah, a life path 8, they need to work for themselves. They're hard worker, for focus, very ambitious. Um, and yeah, and good in they're a good leader too. One thing negative about them, they could be too controlling or be out of balance. So 8, you have to be balanced with the work life and home life, and they can be too much in the work life. So balance is something, balance in everything, but with specifically 8 is the home and work, because they're a hard worker. And I see you just entered this year. Yeah, interesting. A lot of people here are in the 9 or 1, and missing time for 20 is at your birthday, you enter a 1 year. So, like I said, the 1 is all about new beginnings, setting your ideas, knowing where do you see yourself in 9 years. So what do you always wanted to try or do, so this is your year to start on something new that you always wanted to do or work on, um, and you being an 8, maybe, and for sure maybe you have a business idea, a business idea, maybe an invention, um, that you want to work on, and be your own boss. Or maybe you have an idea at work that you can improve the idea at work, But yeah, an 8 is the boss. It can be, they can be a bit controlling, bossy type, uh, authoritative, but yeah, their just balance is the key. And yeah, and in this year, yes, this year you're in the 1. So focus on what you want new that you want to start. And next year at your birthday, you enter in a 2 year. So if you're not in a relationship, it's the perfect time, after your birthday next year, if you're open to, if you're not in a relationship, to attract somebody to you, or if you already have one, to strengthen that relationship and be more in a supportive role for the people around you, because the 2 is all about supporting and looking things from both sides, duality and cooperation with people. So that is for missing time.
That was amazing. That was amazing. This is let me see here. I was going through some of the comments. There was a good comment. I don't know what it was. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, I wanted to show you Boopster's comment. Boopster said you were spot on, by the way. She said you were absolutely spot on with your reading. Here, I got it right here. She says, right there, she says, that is spot on. That's amazing. Like, I love when we get psychic confirmations. You know, um, let me see here. Oh, we got one more. Can we do? Do we have time for one more? Do you want to just do one more?
Yes, yes, we can do.
Okay. This is my good friend Michelle, and I'll put up her birthday. It's 3/4/85, I believe. I'll put her up on the screen.
Okay.
And then just like I just wanted to ask you this while you're doing this. Like when you do her birthday, like just like see if you think me and her would be compatible. We're just friends, but like I just want to see like what our birth dates line up as, like compatibility wise. Like you know what I mean? Like if that's a thing, like numbers wise.
Well, yes, I can see, just by looking at the numbers, you can do that too. See with the compatibility. A question for, is she born is on because I'm on the Dutch system. They put
March
they
3rd. It would be or March 4th, 1985. March 4th, 1985.
March 4th. Okay. Well, I see that she is a life path 3, same as you, which is all about communicating, bringing people together, expressing yourself. It's all about expressing yourself. One person that's all, I don't know, you know, Benny Johnson, the YouTuber Benny Johnson. He does with news and things like that. He's also a life battery. So it's all about talking, communicating with people. That's basically. So I can see what you're doing now with the live stream, bringing people, questioning, and bringing interesting people on, and sharing information with your community is actually what you're supposed to be doing. And I see she is also a life battery, same as you. So there is a compatible. How do you say those two numbers are compatible?
Yeah, she wants
On the
to
life.
know if her number might be angelic. She said because she feels like she's like a descendant. She's like angelic bloodline. You know.
It could be, yes. That I cannot see by the numbers. Tell you the truth. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, she's 85. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, no. Okay, she's a life path 3, but I do see she's a 7 of 7 attitude number. So she does have like that knowledge seeking energy with her, because the 7 is all about truth seeking, very analytical, and you are born on the 11 too. So you have one of your numbers is a master number, and the 11, I know there the 7 and the 11 goes good with each other also, um, energetic wise, because both are truth seeking number, spiritual number, introspective number. I would put it that way. And let me see. Oh yeah, this year for her, she had a very deep spiritual year. When you're in a 7 year or 7 personal year, it's mostly to take time for self. It's a solitude time year. Maybe you people go on retreat in a 7 year, or do a travel by themselves. It's more, or they write a book. It's all about learning about self, having self reflection on self, where you want to go, what you want to do, working on your spiritual self. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people write book in the personal year 7. It's more about self discovery, looking into self when you're in a 7 personal year, and you in a 7 personal year, and also in a 11 is a very insightful, where you get to see things maybe that you didn't see before. You get all the perspective of it. So that's in a 7 year, where your friend is in. And next year for her, she is going to be in an 8 year. So it's going to be asking her to be in her empower mode, because in also with 8 has to do with your financial state, in empowerment, also courage. In the 8 year, for example, with you get challenge on standing up for yourself, speaking out, because in that year you get tested if you're gonna hold back, compromise, or you're gonna be empowered and stand in your true form, and go after your goal and be ambitious. So in the 8 year, you get tested in that way. And it's also a good year for manifesting. What you put in, you will sow at the end. You will get. So in the 8 year, it's also good to manifest. Set your intention, what you want, write it down, and go after it.
Yeah. It's she said, "Oh my God, thank you for saying this." She said, "Yeah, it was." I just put it up on. Yeah, those dude. These are. Can we just do one more? We had one more. We had one more request.
Yes.
These are so much fun. This is Chaley. and she's 3/16/1984, and another 80s baby. It seems like it's like a thing with this audience. You think so?
Yes, energy. Energy. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. So people are
Michelle said you
attracted
have an
to.
amazing vibration, energetic. She said your vibration, your energetic vibration is amazing.
Thank you. Sprinkle.
This is a nice question. This is a nice comment from Stuart. Stuart Helbo. He says some of us are truly walking miracles destined for this time. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're all here for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence, and the world now is going through a big transformation. Yes, things are going to be changing a lot, but for the better. But a lot of things has to come out. Like this year, for example, we're in a 9 universal year, so a lot of things of the past is going to be popping out. Things that doesn't work anymore, there's going to be coming out. Corruption is going to be coming to the light, and I can see like next year being in the 1 year, because when you're in a you have the cycle of personal year cycle and universal year cycle. That's 1 till 9, but so that's the first cycle, 1 till 9. But when you go from 9 to 1, that's another cycle. That is called the transformation cycle, and that's 3 years. So the first cycle is 9, but the transformation cycle is 3, and that starts when you're in the 8-person year, going to the 9, and then back to the 1. And then at the 2, things calm down. That you have to take a setback and be a team player. But in that 3 year, that's where a big transformation happened. So you can say it starts in the 7, but in the 8, 9, and 1, that's especially in the 9, because in the 9, there's where you have to like really look at yourself and see what are things that aren't working anymore, and that you have to let people go out of your life. So the 9, a lot of people have problems in the 9 year, or for example with addiction or things that they need to cut out. Let me see.
I got you.
Yeah, I hope I answer your question.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh yeah. Sprinkle. Oh yeah, sprinkle also. Well, yeah, I see a correlation. Most of the people here are in the 9 or 1 year. So,
Wow.
yeah, so the 1 year, let's read a bit of the 1 year here. So you're going to be going into the 1 year, going to be still, because you just enter a 1 year, but it correlates, it goes till your birthday in 2026. So during the 1 personal year, which next year in a 1 universal year is the double 1 energy. So it emphasizes on fresh start, bold action, and also setting a tone for the next 9 years of your life. If you've been waiting for the right moment to put yourself first, this is it. In a 1 year, there is where you have to put yourself first. You are cosmically clear to initiate project, you pursue your passion, take risk that honor your individuality. Sorry, I have problems with pronunciation of some English words. Let me see. People and opportunities entering your life this year could have a lasting impact. So pay attention to who and what feels in a line where your authentic self. Even if you feel uncertain at times, don't let fear stall your momentum. The universe isn't asking you to have everything figured out. It's asking you to begin. So that is for, I think, Sprinkle.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. This was great. I mean, I don't want to take up much more of your time. I know you're busy, and it's yeah. So, do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving there? Like, do you guys have that holiday there? Because tomorrow is like Thanksgiving here in the States. Do you have that down there?
No, in Aruba we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't think in the Netherlands either. No,
Oh,
they do. You have other tradition.
what's that?
We have other tradition. I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Well, do you want to tell people where they can find you? And thank you so much, man. This was awesome. This was really cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. Maybe in the future I can come back again and do more readings.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. The only way I just got my YouTube channel back. I was banned because I shared too much truth. And I have it now 1 month, and my name on YouTube is Alexander the Ganja Shaman. Oh yeah, missing link. I saw posted my Instagram. Yeah, I have an Instagram too. It's also linked with my YouTube.
Can I ask you a question? How did you get your YouTube back? Because I had my first YouTube taken too. I used to have like over 20,000 subscribers, and I got whacked. Like they did like a mob hit on me. You know what I mean? They took out my channel. Like they hit me hard, man. They won't give me that channel back, and they're giving some of my friends their channels back that lost their channels. But like I can't get mine back yet for some reason.
I can. I mean, okay. Why did you lost it? Because mine was medical information, misinformation, and cyberbullying. I was cyberbullying the government.
See, like that's hilarious, by the way. But like, no, like for real, like they never gave me a clear reason. Like I battled them on Twitter. Like I went on X and I went after YouTube, and I was like, look, you're putting timestamps where you said I committed this, a crime in their eyes, or not like an internet crime in their eyes in my video, right? But then I'd watch it back with my audience. We'd upload it to Rumble and watch it, and they're like, we don't see anything wrong. I'm like, I don't see anything wrong. And I'm like, so what the fuck does the timestamp mean? I'm like, are they just saying this stuff because they want to get rid of me? And then we find out that actually, and I'm not political at all, but like we find out that the Biden administration was actually pushing, companies to censor, like they were actually doing that.
Exactly.
They wanted the truth gone. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yes, I can guide you what I did because I thought I will never get it back, but I set intention also manifesting to get it back, and I was guided how I could have done it, but it was also Trump. That's the one he sued YouTube and won, and then YouTube said they're gonna be reinstated channel. So I check with the Grok AI to make a whole thing, including with the Trump thing. I have it saved. I can send you.
Yes, please do, because I want my channel back really bad. That'd be nice if I could have two channels, my old channel plus this new channel I built. I mean, they just monetized my new channel, which I didn't think they were gonna do. You know what I mean? Because I share some hardcore stuff about mind control and MK Ultra and satanic ritual abuse and secret space programs and black ops targeted individuals and military abductions and hardcore alien abductions and reptilians. And, I go hard, you know what I mean? I go deep in the paint, like, you know what I mean? And I try not to hold anything back, because I think, I don't know if it's really, something I'll put it on Rumble, cause I have a thing on Rumble too. But I mean, I like to try to put everything on YouTube because some people won't go on Rumble, So.
No, I understand you completely. YouTube is more global, yes, compared to Rumble. Not much people go to Rumble, so you're right. So no, I understand why YouTube is actually important, and we have to try to use it some way, with code words or something, to bypass to get the message out. So, but no, I know. I'm gonna send you the what I sent to them because I sent the same thing because another guy, a friend of mine, he lost about 7 channels. I lost 25, and he got one of them. He got back. So, and I think he used the same sentence that I wrote. Well, with the AI, then I put it what to wrote, and they put a nice sentence in English. And that he used it also, and he got his channel back. So there's a probability that you can get yours back too. Because I mentioned with Trump suing them and all of that, and what they said, I make a good strong statement against them. So yeah, I'm gonna send you that, so that might help you get your channel back.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. And Jason put up your Instagram. Well, what's your YouTube so people can follow you on YouTube?
Oh yeah, my YouTube is Alexander the Ganja Shaman, basically. Yeah. I just got it back. I focus on meditation, manifestation, alignment, positivity, because I know the light is already won, but we're just playing it out, and the world is going through a transformation. So I'm not with, we're doom and gloom, not where we asked to be here to experience this transformation. And I just interview a person, a super soldier, also, and we went into some deep subjects with the reptilian, the secret space program, underground activities, the DOMs, and yeah, different things. It was very interesting. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Yeah, next week I'm traveling to the Netherlands. I haven't been there in 10 years. So I'm gonna try still in December to do a meditation.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I'd love to have you back on, man. This was an awesome show, and thank you so much. And yeah, and thank you everybody for tuning in. And yeah, I guess that's it for tonight, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if I'll see you guys tomorrow because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. But what I think I might do is I might have a call-in show tomorrow night. So I'll probably do some kind of call-in show tomorrow night, or I'll do a group podcast, one of the two. But I'm definitely doing something. But then the next day after that's Breakaway Ray and the Psychic Duck. So, all right. Good night, guys, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone.